Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Angel and today I'm going to be sharing some more Christmas DIYs. Before we get started, as always, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and click on that little notification bell so that you won't miss out on any of my future videos. For this first easy project, we're going to be using some of these Dollar Tree stocking hangers, as well as 3 of these little wood plaques, also from Dollar Tree. These ceramic stocking hangers were beautiful just as they were, but I wanted to update them by giving them 2 coats of my white spray paint, and then I recommend using a very strong adhesive for these because they are heavy, so I will be using E6000 to attach these to my little plaques. So if you don't have a fireplace or anywhere to sit these Dollar Tree stocking hangers, this is a good alternative, and you can hang these on the wall just by placing a little picture hanger on the back of these wood pieces. And here's a look at how they turned out. For my next project, I thought it would be fun to use these little wood boxes from Dollar Tree to make a book stack. The first thing I did was just use some of Dollar Tree's wood glue to glue these 2 boxes together. Then I just used some of my white Waverly chalk paint to cover both boxes. Now for my lettering, I'm just going to be using this Dollar Tree stencil and then one of my black Sharpie markers. And this is a really cool alternative to those of us who don't have a Cricut and we may not have the nicest handwriting. If you don't want to use the stencil though, you can of course use Dollar Tree's rub-on stickers or even just their regular stickers. I ended up writing Merry and Bright on my boxes. You can of course pick any saying or Christmassy words that you like. You may notice that I actually forgot to put the and symbol, but I did go back in later and add that, and then the last thing I did was just tie some twine around the side of my boxes. And here's a look at how it turned out. For my next project, I'll just be using this little Christmas ornament sign that I got from Dollar Tree, and we're going to be making a letter board. So the first thing I did was just remove the top of that, and then I flipped it over and gave it 1 coat of my Waverly white chalk paint. Now for the little pieces where my letters are going to go, I just cut off some of these paint stir sticks that I already had on hand. If you don't have these, you can of course just use the larger craft sticks from Dollar Tree. I went ahead and also painted these white as well. Once everything was dry, I went ahead and hot glued that little galvanized piece back onto the side that I had painted. Then I just hot glued those little paint stir sticks onto my sign to make my little letter board. To spell out my words, I'll just be using some of these Dollar Tree wood letters. As you can see, I have a whole ton of them. So I just picked out some words that I liked, and then you can also add in some decoration to this. I'm using some of the little Christmas trees out of one of the Dollar Tree DIY kits, or you could use the wood snowflakes, wood stars, or anything else that you would like. And finally, all I did was just hot glue everything down. You could also add a bow or anything else that you like. And here's a look at how it turned out. For this next project, I'll just be using these air dry clay ornaments that I made. And if you haven't already, you can check out the short that I posted on Wednesday to see exactly how I made these ornaments. The only other thing you'll need for this project is just a little tree limb and then some of Dollar Tree's cotton twine. So all I had to do for this project was just tie some of my string to my tree limb, and then I hung my ornaments from there. If you would prefer not to make the ornaments yourself, you could always grab some ornaments from Dollar Tree and do this project as well. And here's a look at how it turned out. For this next project, I'll just be using some of these Christmas tree ornaments that I got from Dollar Tree. I ended up getting 2 packs for this project. I'll also just be using 4 pieces of this Dollar Tree wood that I picked up. I got 2 of the smaller ones and 2 of the little medium-sized ones. So the first thing I did for this project was I just wood glued my little wood pieces together to make a shadow box. Then I went ahead and painted all of my Christmas trees with some of my white Waverly chalk paint. Just to make sure that my shadow box was secure, I went ahead and put these little nails into my wood pieces, but again, this is totally optional. Then I just started hot gluing my little Christmas trees onto my wood shadow box. I started by putting the first row on the outside, and then I continued to glue my little Christmas trees to the back side of these first trees. And you can see here what I mean by that. I flipped it over, and then I'm just going to continuously glue those little trees to the other trees. Once I had all my trees stacked up, I grabbed some of these wood cubes from Dollar Tree, and I just hot glued those to the back side of that first row just to kind of make it more sturdy. I just added in some of Dollar Tree's Christmas lights to the back of this, and here's how it turned out. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.